Hey guys, I'm out on Kennedy, the paddle boat. Taking some underwater video. We've got a dock in. We've got turkeys over here chipping away. Guys, look, there's green grass growing on the dam. That's amazing. Guys, we've got some exciting stuff going on over here. The magic is currently happening over in this spawning bay for the red ear sunfish. And I'm going to give you an underwater look at what's going on over here in our spawning bed. So these are the red ear sunfish. It's super interesting to watch them. They weren't concerned with the camera at all. Stuck that right up there next to this bed, and these are the males that are preparing the nest and fanning their tail to kind of carve out an indention in the gravel, and that also aerates, keeps the silt off of the eggs when they get laid. But you can see the males are a little darker in color. And this is a school of golden shiners that are swimming through here as well. They call these shell crackers. They eat snails and shells. They've got the ability to crack shells in the back of their throat. And now here I moved over to the dock. I'm sitting on the dock with the camera. And these are clearly bluegills. These aren't the red ear sunfish here. And they are pregnant with eggs. They haven't moved up onto the beds yet, but really soon. This is my first real look underneath the water with some still camera footage. Clearly a yellow perch right here, checking out the camera. In and amongst the bluegill. And what is that? See that black tail? That's a smallmouth bass. The smallmouth are the smallest of the game fish in the pond right now. We did that on purpose so that they wouldn't be big enough to eat the bluegill and the perch yet. And so it's just funny watching the predator fish in and amongst the prey, but the prey are almost at least twice as big as the smallmouth at this point. But that will soon change through this summer. They'll grow. I'd expect the smallmouth to be closer to 9-10 inches by later this summer, early fall. And then the whole dynamic in the pond will change. But that's kind of the fun and the design, to create a balanced pond with predator and prey, and hopefully with some luck and some strategy we'll have a self-sustaining smallmouth, perch, walleye, bluegill, sunfish mix. Now I haven't spotted any of the walleye or hybrid striped bass yet, but I'll be on the lookout and be sure to bring you footage of those when I find them. You see the golden shiner swimming through in the background there. Man, these bluegills are fat. And their offspring is going to be what feeds the majority of the pond as the forage base, along with the perch. And here's some red ear sunfish. You can clearly tell the difference in coloration. There's a red ear. So some of these have not gone up onto the beds. You can see their bellies are fat too. This is the time of year when the water warms. They'll be transitioning from out here. This is probably 5 feet deep out here, next to a lot of submerged vegetation. Actually dead vegetation from last year, but there's a lot of algae growing on it. I floated over into the north spawning bay, and just off in the distance through the cloudy water, there's also some bluegill, sunfish up on the beds there. I'm drifting off of the ledge in the north corner down into 6, 8, 10 feet. Ran into some perch out here and bluegills. Nice to see communities of fish in multiple places within the pond, not just centrally located in one area. So that's encouraging. Here's one of the underwater barrel structures with that poly pipe. Clearly the algae has secured, creating microorganisms for little fish to eat, and hang on, there goes a little fish. There wasn't a ton of activity around this one right here, but just need to see it in context. And here what I found interesting is all of the siltation. That was a 5-gallon bucket that was almost completely covered in silt from the erosion that's washed into the pond from the pond edge since last summer. But really encouraging to see the life under the water after the long winter, just to see God's creation and nature reproducing in a habitat that we created for them. So I invite you to join along with us in the process as we bring you frequent updates of the life in the pond. God bless.